Welcome back. You're still watching Wake Up Nigeria, and right about now it is time for a book review. So today we're reviewing a book titled The Intentional Woman, right? So this is a woman's guide to the complete awakening and manifestation of her greatness. It is an awesome piece written by Udunma Ikoro, the lead creative director, Communic Resource Hub, a multi-Amazon best-selling author. Welcome to today. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria. How are you doing this morning?
I'm beautiful.
Okay, so now this book, the intent is it's definitely a handful. So now tell me, who is the intentional woman?
The intentional woman is any woman who has made up her mind that she is going to commit herself to her journey deliberately and making sure that she fulfills her purpose here on earth.
Okay, so now, at what point did you feel the need to write this book, right? But before then, at what point did you realize that, okay, because I mean, a lot of people were leaving, right? But not everyone understands the fact that, okay, there's a purpose attached to it, right? Yeah. And you have literally captured that very well in your book. So at what point did you feel the need, or did you identify that purpose? And then at what point did you feel the need to write this book?
Okay, at some point in my life, in my journey, I found out that I've come to know what I really want for myself. And I also know what I want to do for other people. So, but I looked around me. I noticed that so many women were just existing. They weren't living. They were just there, you know, going by what comes up by the day for them. And I looked at it, I found that they have not actually discovered themselves, and most of them aren't even living a fulfilled life. So, and I noticed that that was what has been causing a lot of problems in relationships and families and the society, and even making so many women not to take their place in their place of work and all. So I felt something needs to be done. And I started talking about it because it is a life that I live anyway. So, and so many persons started commenting me like, wow, I like this, I like that. They start calling me superwoman, like, that's not it. I'm just being intentional. So, and that was at the point I felt something needs to be done. And for the writing of the book, it was actually last year when I was instructed by the Spirit of God to start a program during the lockdown for women and teach them all I know about being intentional. And I took it upon myself. I started teaching them. In the middle of the program, after the first batch, the second batch, I was instructed to document it so that it will reach more women.
More women. Yeah. Okay, so, I mean, you actually spoke about, you're instructed by the Spirit of God. And even, of course, in the book, we also have some references, right? So would you say this is a faith-based book?
I wouldn't call it a faith-based book completely, but just that it is a book that has, let me say, it has a sprinkle of experiences that is connected to faith. Okay, so it's something, the things that I shared there and even the stories of other women are things that people were able to do for themselves even without applying faith. Right? Yes. Yeah. But it's just about discovering themselves and also standing on the ground to say, this is what I want to do for me, and they went for it.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so now while going through the books, I actually noticed that there was a part you spoke about the principle of intentional living. So now what are these principles? I mean, it's right here, but I want to hear from you.
Yeah, the principles are all connected to the characteristics of the intentional woman. Okay. So, and there I talked about that an intentional woman, first and foremost, has to be intentional, because you can't talk about being an intentional woman without intentional living. You have to be deliberate about taking a decision and also taking necessary steps that will help you to actualize your goal in life. Okay. Another thing is that she also needs to be focused. Okay. It's something that is important. And she also needs to live above fear. Because fear always stops us on the way. So you should be able to live above it. All right? And there's so many of them, just like you mentioned. And another thing is that an intentional woman also needs to be independent.
Okay.
is very important because if you have that, you know that you can go to any length and achieve anything. And the right mindset, very important.
True.
If you have that winning mindset, if you have that creative mindset, you find out that you can't be dependent on people. And you see yourself always thinking about what is to be done. What is the right way to get it done? And also you go ahead to get it done.
Yeah, I noticed you highlighted music now as a tool for this intentionality. Can you throw more light on that?
Yeah, that's because I found out that music is a universal tool. It's something that everyone, or let me say, everyone living in this planet Earth always respond to music. I would say because every human being is a spirit being as well, so our spirit responds to music, no matter the kind of music it is. So, music is calming. I found out if you walk into a room, there's music playing, no matter how stressed out
it depends on the type of music. The type, not every type of music is calming.
And that was why in the book, I was specific to say that you have to go for those kind of music that will inspire you, that will build your faith, okay, and also help your spirit man to be focused. I have playlists that I play even when I find myself riding with a boat or Uber. I just have to play them because I need my spirit to be tuned, focused, and always on point. So, so music helped me to achieve that. And even when there's a challenge, when I can't even pray, I play music. And I found out that the words, okay, they help me to remind me of who I am and what I should actually be doing.
Okay, so now who would you say the target audience of this book is? Because I know you highlighted intentional women. Is there no need for men to also be intentional?
Oh, there is need. There is need.
Yeah.
The book, even though that it was written in the language of women, where you always say intentional woman, but it's a book that anyone can apply it in their life and get results. A man can pick this book and read about the characteristics, the principles, and know about a man and his career, a man and his maker, you know, a whole lot, and it will transform him and help him to manifest the greatness and kill those fears. And the same also for teen girls. If you observant, you notice that I also mentioned that teenagers can also read it. So it's not just about women, you know.
Yeah, it's actually really interesting because, I mean, going through it, I actually noticed that there were a lot of affirmations after every chapter. So I'm going to read this one here. I have a pure and clear mind. I mind productive and elevating thoughts and activities. Daily, I use my mind to create solutions to humanity. I think the right thoughts. I'm positively minded. I possess the mindset of possibilities and adequacy. I live with a mindset of success, enough, and direction. Now, what would you say is the power of affirmation in our daily living? Affirmation
seals whatever thing that you believe for yourself, for the future, that's for now, and for the future. So I don't joke with affirmations, and that was why I make sure that after every content, every part, there was affirmation to help you to affirm all that you have studied. And it's also an exercise to also help you to check yourself and know, have I really hit this? Did I get it well? Or otherwise, you go back read
and
again,
go through it.
And do
awesome.
It again.
It's been amazing chatting with you. I mean, this book is solid, and definitely, if you want to find your purpose, you definitely need to go through this. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I wish there was more time. We would devour the book totally. But then again, there isn't. Thank you so much for coming.